Hello everyone, welcome to the Korean Guy. Look, today I want to do a little mukbang, okay? Now, when I ask you, what do you think is the most popular Korean food in Korea? What would your answer be? Do you think it's maybe rice, kimchi, Korean barbecue, Korean fried chicken might come to your mind, right? Well, guess what? This food right here beats them all, okay? This arguably is the most popular and famous Korean food there is. And it's called Tteokbokki. Here you go. Tteokbokki. Okay? So what is Tteokbokki? All right? It's basically, by the way, I love this stuff. I mean, just smell this. I've got blocked nose because I got a cold right now, but this just insanely delicious. It looks insanely delicious. It smells fabulous. I mean, just the presentation itself. Look at the presentation. Basically, tteokbokki is a rice cake in spicy chili paste sauce, right? Look at that. What does it look like? It looks kind of like a stew gratin. I mean, I would compare this to something like gratin. Obviously, today, there are many different ways of making tteokbokki, and this particular dish comes with sausage and some fish cake and cheese, topped with cheese on top. Okay, so this is actually one of the best tteokbokki I've tried here in the West. And there's this spot that maybe I'll link it. Maybe I'll link this restaurant in the description. But anyway, this is insane. If you try this is insane. You can obviously choose extra spicy or mild spicy. You can always ask your chef. And in Korea, when you're eating this, you're usually given an apron, a plastic apron. It depending on the restaurant. If they don't, you can ask for one, and never go and have this when you're wearing something white. If you're wearing something white and you spill this on it, it'll never come off. So that's why I'm trying to dress kind of in a darker color, at least up here. Anyway, so why do I love tteokbokki? Because it's addictive. This stuff is addictive. It's crazy addictive. I mean, this is one food that I crave most here in the West when I think about Korean food. Whenever I go back to Korea, this is the first dish that I order. It's always the first one that I order. As soon as I land in Korea, this is what I'm having. Why? Because, in the West, you got all sorts of restaurants. You got Korean barbecue, you got Korean fried chicken restaurants, you got traditional Korean restaurants, you got all kinds of Korean restaurants out there. It's everywhere, but not this stuff. Not many restaurants serve tteokbokki, Korean rice cake and chili paste. Not many restaurants serve this because this is considered a street food. This is actually considered a street food. That's why many restaurants don't serve this. And that's why I love it so much, okay? So you go to Korea, you'll see young kids, children, teenagers, young adults eating this in the streets because this is the most popular street food in Korea, okay? It's kind of spicy. If you are not into spicy food, this is not a dish you want. But you can always downgrade the spiciness to your liking, and hopefully you can enjoy it like I am. All right. Now, before I dig into this, I just want to describe different kinds of chopsticks. For those people that are not used to using chopsticks, I'll just describe. Basically, this is the traditional Korean chopsticks. This is actually a modified version. But usually Korean chopsticks come in metal. They are made of metal, like this. So it's kind of heavy and thinner. But nowadays you can get these modified versions that's kind of aluminum casting. So it's hollow inside, it's much lighter, and it tapers towards the end. So it's slightly thicker towards your hands so it doesn't dig into your fingers. Anyway, this is what Koreans use, metal chopsticks. And I just want to compare that to the Japanese type of chopsticks like this one over here. Now, Japanese usually use wooden chopsticks like these so that it's actually a lot lighter, obviously, and easier to use because of the friction the wood causes. because you get a lot more friction because it's made of wood, right? You get a lot. So if you're a beginner in chopstick usage, I recommend you start with the Japanese chopsticks because it's much easier to use. But if you're an advanced chopstick user, you can use the Korean chopsticks, all right? This takes skills. Using Korean chopsticks takes a lot of skills. It's a lot harder to use than Chinese chopsticks or Japanese chopsticks because it's thinner, heavier, and a lot more slippery. But, anyway, so there are different kinds of chopsticks. Usually Chinese chopsticks are a lot bigger, longer, and thicker, and more slippery. But if you get wooden ones, they are not slippery, so they're easy to use. And I think that's because Chinese like sharing food, so they will have one massive food in the middle, and you spin the thing, and people around the table can enjoy it. You need reach. I think that's why Chinese use longer chopsticks, whereas Koreans usually have individual dish like this. So we usually use smaller chopsticks. All right. So the moment of truth. I'm gonna eat this now. Okay. Are you ready? Wow. The smell. Now I put this in the microwave because I got this a few hours ago. Okay, let's go. Wow. You know what? Sausage goes so well with tteokbokki. Koreans never used to put that in here, but now they do, and it just brings up to another level. And the cheese just makes it perfect. Okay. I don't know what this is. But I'll try it. It's fish cake. It's called 어묵 in Korean. 어묵. And this is what I'm talking about. This is a rice cake. So used to be longer, around the same thickness, but obviously this restaurant chops it shorter. But this is what's the main ingredient in this dish, rice cake. It's cooked perfectly, this one. Not tough, it's very tender. It's al dente in Italian, right? And funny enough, this restaurant made this rice cake with a hole inside. Right in the middle, there's a hole. It almost looks like macaroni, and it tastes like it too, but a lot more 쫄깃쫄깃. Chewy, a lot more chewy. Not tough chewy, but very soft, gentle chewy. You gotta try this, all right? Here's a little information for you. Now, when people think about Korean food, people think about something very spicy. Everything in Korea is spicy, they say, right? It's somewhat true, but it never used to be like that because it's not that long ago that chili came to Korea. So, before that, Korean food never used to be spicy. But ever since chili was introduced to Korea, we put it in everything. And cheese, you know, this cheese. Koreans never used to eat cheese. Like, even 40 years ago, Korea did not have cheese. There was no such thing as cheese in Korea 40 years ago. But now, cheese has become a main staple. Now, a lot of traditional Korean food is topped with cheese nowadays. And it's just, you know, when you add cheese to something spicy, it's another world, man. It's another world. I swear to you, this restaurant makes the best tteokbokki in the West. I mean, god damn, this is good. All right, I'm gonna have to link it. Go and check this place out. It's a very small takeaway like joint, but this is a masterpiece. I swear to you, I haven't had tteokbokki like this even in Korea. This level of tteokbokki masterpiece, you can't even find this in Korea. This is legit. The light has gone. Sorry guys, but the light has gone. So I might have to say goodbye to you now and finish this off. But yeah, if you ever get a chance, if you go to Korea, or if you can find a tteokbokki place in your local area, I highly recommend it. Please try it. Bon appetit. Wow.